welcome to the channel. Welcome to Paper and Moose. I am back from vacation, so videos should be more frequent during the week. Today's episode, I'm going to delve into the world of sheet music. If many of you watched some of my garbage picking videos a while back, I picked up a box of sheet music in the garbage. It was a wide range of genres, of different time periods. I also bought a box of sheet music at a flea market maybe about a month ago. And many of you have asked if there's any profit in buying and reselling sheet music. Is there? We're gonna find out. So join me as I delve into the world of sheet music, show you what's popular, what's not, and we'll look and see if any of these could be winners. Chris Christopherson, you just never know. So stay tuned as we look to the internet, to eBay, see what's popular in the world of vintage sheet music. So I am on eBay. This is where I do most of my searching at. I don't really look that much on Etsy, mostly because Etsy you can't, as far as I know, there might be a workaround, see what items have sold for. You can see things that have sold in people's stores, but unlike eBay, they do not list the prices. Again, I might be incorrect with that. And plus, for some of the music sheets and some other items, eBay is just a better venue to list your items on versus Etsy. You know, Etsy is more, I think, there's a lot of vintage, hipster, niche, crafty things versus eBay, which is pretty much anything and everything you can even imagine. But I mean, Etsy has a lot of things on it, and a lot of people do list, non-vintage items on there, but eBay is usually my first go-to to search. So let's do a search on some of the music sheets. I'll show you how I do a search. The first one, let's start off with good old Chris Christopherson. There are different ways that you can search. You could just put in his name, the title of the music sheet, but I'm going to do it this way. So we're going to do, I already searched. Chris Christopherson, why me? Now we have 34 results. I could scroll if I felt like it because there's not that many, but I'm going to type in music sheet. And see what we come up with. So there are 3 results. This first one is not the kind that I have. It's different. I do not have a signed autographed copy of the lyrics. That'd be great if I did. And there's another one, $89.99. Now it's weird. This one is a why me photo. And then the records. So what I'm going to do now is going to solds. And it also checks off your completed. So we have one that sold in May for $4.99. Oh, plus $4 shipping. I'm surprised at that. I'm just going to go back and take out the music sheet and see what sold for the Why Me. We have the Gaither band. This rare record that sold for $3.40 or best offer. The LPs, and here's another one. So $4.99. I'm really shocked they charged $4 for shipping. Now eBay is sometimes weird. I can run this same search in 10, 15 minutes, and it might bring something totally different up, which is sometimes odd. So, I might be able to get $4 for this because that one sold for $4. Is it worth the time to list it for $4? I'm not sure. Let me see. The original listing. I don't know if it tells you when it was listed. If I go into, there's another website, and I'm totally blanking on the name now. where you can see what people offered. That I think shows you what day it actually was listed. So $4.99 for this. Will I list it or not? I'll have to see. I mean, it'd be easy to list. It's just this is probably a long-term item. I don't think it's going to sell overnight. So let's try this other one by Billy Joel. So we have Billy Joel, Just the Way You Are. Again, I won't put in the music sheet. We'll see. There's 178 results. I'm not sifting through all those, so we're going to put in music sheet and see what that takes us. All right, here's the first one that's listed is the one that I have. $3.95 or best offer plus $2.75 shipping. Then we have the one below, $3.95 plus $3.99 shipping, free returns. So there are plenty of these. $2 plus $3 shipping. You know, I see something that's listed for $2. This one's $12.90. Huh. And it has the price sticker on it. That's listed for $2 and no one has bought it. I'm pretty much not going to list it. So this one just sold August 2nd. This is brand new. $3.95, $2. It had one bid. So, I mean, it sells, but $2, $2. You know, for me, to take the picture, to write the listing, list the condition, you know, if there's a rip, a tear, a mark. For $2, it's not worth my time when I can just take it to the flea market and someone might buy it for $1. And considering I found them out for the garbage, $1 is $1. So let's look up one other one. We have two left. This one is Count Every Star. I already looked it up. No, not county. Count Every Star music sheet. And the one I have is a black background. What? Oh, this isn't sold. That's why. So here we go. None sold. I actually already know that some are listed. But mine is a black background and it's featuring Hugo Winterhalter. So it's a little bit different than this one. Mine looks more like this one here, but it's black background. And this one is blue. But $3.99 or best offer plus free shipping. No, thank you. And there haven't been any sold at all. So even one that is up for $4 or best offer plus free shipping has not sold. I'm not going to list this. It has a great cover. You know, it's nice graphics, so someone could repurpose, you know, the lady sitting on her little deck or porch with the moon, definitely. But selling it as strictly for, you know, music sheet, no. The last one that I have is a country western, which country westerns, it honestly just depends on the singer. Uncle Jack and Mary Lou. Let's try that first. So here, the first one that comes up is the one that I have. Songs You Love to Hear, 1941. There's only two listings. We have one for $7 plus $2.95 shipping, and then this one is book number 2, first edition. I actually have book number 2, 1941. They have it for $27 or 50 cents plus free shipping or best offer. Here's another one, $29.75 or best offer. Let's look in solds. Sorry if this pointer is maybe making some people crazy with the pointer going across. So none have sold at all. There's a button that sold. I don't have one of those. Whoa, $122.50. See, this is what is neat about eBay is I'm searching for one thing and it might bring up some other items. Now, am I going to remember to look up maybe this I'm So in Love Roxy album? I don't know if I'm going to be, at a flea market and be on the lookout for this, but if I would see it, it has an interesting, I guess, illustration or graphic on the front. Don L. I'm So in Love Roxy. So if anyone comes across this 45 record by Roxy and the Day Chords, that's a neat name to remember. I'm So in Love and Mary Lou on the flip side, then maybe you should purchase it because there was 122, it ended at $122.50 with 4 bids. So obviously that one is sought after. And we have just a whole bunch of weird other stuff. See, this one was shorty long. So there is a market for this Mary Lou and Uncle Jack. It just depends on what it is. But for the sheet music that I have, it's no-go. So at least these 4 will go to the flea market. I have that whole box I have to look through. Whether or not there's going to be any big winners in there, I don't know. But if I sell them for $1 a piece, or if someone has, a bundle, and I sell them for, a bundle price, or even if there are some that have really nice graphics on the front, and I can bundle them and then put them on Etsy at some point, then it'll be worth it. But they're still fun to look through, and it also helps you, see what else is popular out there, such as the Roxy and the Day Chords record. So what genres of vintage sheet music sell? I wanted to focus on pretty much one person that I found when I was looking through the recent solds on eBay because I just found it interesting. But as for the genres that sell very well in the recent months, just going off of the recent months on eBay, they are music from the Civil War, which you have here on the left side. The illustration is the Union March. Sheet music during that time or produced shortly after is highly collectible and highly sought after, and those had some great sales. In the past, personally, I've done very well with country western. Is that genre still up to date now? Is it doing as well? It varies. It does vary based upon the sheet music, the singer, the song, etc. But it seems that the Civil War music and then also Black Americana sheet music does very, very well for a variety of reasons, some which, people may agree or disagree about, but the fact is that people do collect Black Americana and it does well. While I was researching the sheet music, I came across this man, Scott Joplin, and the reason is because his sheet music does phenomenal on eBay. There is such a need for it. People need it to complete their collections. There is a desire for his sheet music, and looking at the brief bio of this man, it makes me want to go and read more about him, and because he was such a leader in his genre of music, and that is why his sheet music is so collectible. So Scott Joplin, he was an African American composer and pianist known for his ragtime music. He was born to a family of railway laborers and held a variety of jobs, many in music, prior to when he first started publishing music in 1895. His 1899 Maple Leaf Rag was a success, and pretty much that was the piece that brought him fame. He had a very interesting life, a hard life. Some of the points that were sad, and you thought, oh, this poor guy. His marriage with his first wife didn't work out. His marriage to his second wife ended 10 weeks after they were married because she got pneumonia and she passed away. He had a variety of jobs, even through having success with his music. He had issues with money and just keeping his money, financial issues. He composed an opera and he had trouble with that. So it seemed like he just couldn't get a real break in life, though he was so talented with the ragtime music that he composed and that he developed. In 1916, he suffered dementia due to having syphilis, and he was admitted to a mental institution in early 1917, where he passed away 3 months later. It is noted that with his death, it is thought that mainstream rag music also died with him. During the 1970s, his music was rediscovered and used in entertainment, and he was actually awarded the Pulitzer Prize in the late 1970s. There is an international music festival based off of Scott Joplin. If you go to scottjoplin.org, that has a great variety of information on this man, a wonderful biography that tells about his life and composing the music and getting into the music industry and the problems that he had even during his time of fame and just the ending of his life as well. So very interesting. I really want to read more about him. If you go on YouTube, you can listen to his ragtime music. And now to the part where I show you what his sheet music brings in. So if you are ever out at a flea market, auction, estate sale, and you see a Scott Joplin sheet music, you need to pick it up. So this is the first one. This is the Augustin Club Waltz. Very simple cover. If you would be going through this and you didn't know about Scott Joplin, you would find this, say, in a pile at a flea market. You might think, what is this worth? It doesn't even have a super attractive cover. There's not a lot of illustrations or graphics on it. Someone purchased this the end of June for $675. Granted, there was only one bid, but it was worth that to them. So this is probably, the standard 4-page sheet music, and $675. Why? Because it is Scott Joplin rag music. That is why. So if you see in the graphic, you have, in the picture that this person posted, and there's only one picture on their eBay listing, you have by Scott Joplin, composer of the Maple Leaf Rag, the Swipesy, I can't read that second one, and then the Sunflower Slow Drag. That sounds interesting. Now, the next slide shows the Maple Leaf Rag, the sheet music that brought Scott Joplin into fame in the ragtime music world. One bid for $3,000. The person that listed this also listed the sheet music I showed prior. They actually have a store filled with Black Americana ragtime sheet music. Some of it is just ragtime. Others are Black Americana, where it depicts, the African American person the way that they were depicted back then. Obviously, now that is not correct by any means, but it is collected by people. And people do collect it, as I said, for a variety of reasons. But I'm sure that the reason why this sheet music was, brought in this price is because of the history behind it, the rarity of it, and the composer, Scott Joplin, because he is so well known now in the the ragtime music genre. So here you have it. This one sheet music, a couple of pages of paper, and a winning bid of $3,000. Only one bidder. That only takes that one person that is looking for this sheet music to complete, their collection. It's something that they've been looking for a long time, and I've no idea how many of these are out there, but they are out there. So it's all about research, and research. When I looked up vintage sheet music, all sorts of hits come up. If you want to know what is going on right now, if you want to know what is popular right now, then
definitely always check the solds. You can sort just to see what people are collecting. Someone like, the composer Scott Joplin, I think his sheet music will be collectible for a long period of time, just because of how the history behind it and for the music itself. I mean, he has, a festival all about him, and his own website is dedicated to him. So definitely an interesting person. I encourage you all to look at that website. Go listen to the music that he has composed and the legacy that he has left. And if you were ever out again in the treasure hunting field and you stumble upon a Scott Joplin sheet music, please by all means grab it and pick it up, because you not only will be able to make money off of it, but you are saving a piece of rag music history. And I'm sure that you will make a collector very happy to have that complete their collection, or to be able to provide them with whatever research they might be doing on the topic. So, with sheet music, it's all about the composer, the illustration on the front, the singer. A whole bunch of different attributes will make it whether it is profitable to sell or not. But again, it's all about research, and some more research.
So that's a wrap for sheet music. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that, as you go out to your flea markets, auctions, estate sales, and things like that, and you come across a box or a pile of vintage sheet music, that you're a little more wiser for the wear, and that you can determine if you want to purchase that. A lot of the covers of sheet music are great in and themselves for repurposing, for framing, using in junk journaling, many different, means of using those covers alone. For profit, it's all what you have. So I hope that if any of you venture out into the world of sheet music, that you do find some goodies, and that you can always share them in the comments below of what you have found. So thank you all for watching. I will be going to some flea markets this weekend, back in the grind with those, hopefully even an auction. It has been a long time since I've been to an auction, so I plan on getting to that as well. And I will take you along with me and share my adventure with you. So thank you again for watching. Be sure to like, tell all your friends, subscribe. I'm almost at like 7,500 subscribers, I think, which I think is amazing. So thank you all for those that have shared the channel. It is much appreciated as always. So I hope you all have a great week, a great evening, great day, and I will see you all next time.